In this video, we're going to look at the public policy making process. Anytime the government makes a decision to implement a policy, there are several discrete steps that are followed. For one, the problem is identified. Then solutions are proposed, the policy is formulated. Then a decision is made, that policy is adopted, followed by implementation, that policy has to be put into action. And then the policy evaluation to see if everything is actually working. And then the problem might come back again for reformulation. The process will start again. And there are different actors, different political actors that are involved in each process. At the start of the process, the problem identification could happen through voters, and voters may choose a political party that has advocated for solving a problem if they are elected. Otherwise, elected politicians may choose to prioritize and select to solve one problem. And then they have to figure out what to do. The decision on how to solve that problem is sometimes put together by policy analysts, people that work for the government to try and propose solutions to different problems. Deputy ministers, for example, undersecretaries, these are all officials that advise members of the government. Or think tanks. Think tanks are external actors that try and influence government policy. Once that process happens, and there are different policies under consideration, one of them is selected. And this is the adoption phase. This is typically when a vote actually happens. If it's a local idea, this could be a city council casting their vote. If it's a national issue, then it would be the legislature officially adopting to move forward with that approach. Once that happens, and everything is signed into law, then the idea gets implemented. This happens through city staff at the local level. It might be the bureaucracy at a national or subnational level. And these folks this is their job. They work for the government to implement policies. If it is a regulation, then the inspectors would go enforce that, and they would implement that new regulation. Once that happens, the government, the voters, take stock of whether they think the policy is actually working. This is the evaluation stage. Did it work? Did it not work? Did they like it? Did they not like it? And then eventually the process will start again. If there are still problems, then they want to figure out what that is and go through the process again. Or if the initiative was successful, they can move on and focus on a different problem.